And that's because Jay-Z worked so hard to change the narrative of that night. Now, Rihanna was only 14, 15 when he started with her and signed to the...
Here's the latest tea on Jaguar Wright and Beyonce, and it's wild. Jaguar is spilling some serious secrets, and she's not holding back. She even claimed that Beyonce was involved with Jay-Z's Bodyguard. Can you believe it?
It was all like, and I'll be honest, and I said this, I was like, I feel like Jag doesn't have the right people behind her, like somebody like trying to help organize and shit like that. But I do see
I got the right people behind me, but everybody can be bought. Sean Carter has been buying companies and stopping my projects for 15 years.
Oh, Mr. Diddy, aka Mr. Love. Now, Dr.
No, Sean Carter.
Jay. Okay. That's why it's fuck Rock Nation. Hey. Wow.
I'm going to tell everybody about Big L, Sean.
Big L?
I would just rather do it on the stand, Sean. Please sue me. I want to go to court. And I want to talk about Big L on the stand.
Wow. What's your thoughts about Dame Dash?
Dame Dash got fucked over by somebody who was supposed to be his friend. I'm going to tell you something right now, Sean, because I know you're watching. Or you have someone watching. I'm going to admit something right here on AT2 channel that I've never admitted before. People think I'm a snitch. The truth is I'm the best secret keeper in the world. I keep secrets even what I'm about to say my husband don't know. I started fucking Big L when I was 14 years old.
Jesus Christ. Whoa.
We kept it on the low because I was young. You didn't know that, Sean. And you don't know everything that L told me about you. Please sue me. I want to go to court.
Wow.
I want to tell everybody in the world all the things that Big L told me about you when I was fucking him.
So this Big L is associated.
Big L is the one that put Jay-Z on.
Wow.
Jay-Z was the last person to see Big L alive.
Wait, so this Big L person is not living on this earth no more?
He's been dead for years. His death made it possible for Reasonable Doubt to live.
Whoa.
See how good I keep secrets, Sean? And I'm going to tell you something else, and I'll give you this one for free. Big L fuck better than you.
The word on the street is that Jaguar Wright is taking over the conversation. She's throwing some serious shade at Beyoncé and questioning everything about her image. But that's just the beginning. Jaguar's got some bombshells about Diddy that are going to blow your mind. You know she always backs up her claims, so this isn't just gossip, it's real insider info. Get your popcorn ready because the drama is only heating up. Jaguar Wright is coming for everyone, and she's not holding back. Stay tuned, things are about to get even more intense. Now, let me tell you who Jaguar really is. She's not just some random person trying to grab attention off Beyonce's name. Jaguar's been around for a long time, and she's got plenty of stories to share.
Nigga. I'd rather be with that dead man than ever be with you.
So how do you know how Jay-Z get down? You know that from experience, or?
Don't worry about that part. I'll tell it on the stand.
Oh, wow.
When he takes me to court for defamation of character, I'll tell him how well I know you, Sean.
Big L was a rapper in the 90s who was signed to Columbia Records. Unfortunately, he died on February 15, 1999 in New York City. He was killed in a drive-by shooting. Gerard Woodley would later be charged for the crime 3 months later. He was Big L's childhood friend. Jag went live on IG and actually gave more context. This is from her interview with Real Life Productions.
I have never had anything to say about Mr. Sean Carter other than the fact that we had a pleasant working relationship and he was an excellent businessman.
21 years.
21 years. And after 21 years, what I will say to you is this.
Somebody stole my Black Power earrings at the spot. Rewap, I need some more.
You even heard him spit a rhyme. Was at an MC battle, street battle in New York. But he didn't show up as Jay-Z. He didn't show up as the hottest rapper on the street. He showed up as the nigga that was with Big L.
Rest in peace. Rest in peace, Big L.
Rest in peace, Big L.
One of the dopest. One of the dopest. Yes.
Big L was who put Jay-Z on.
Without question.
And then Big L died, and the next thing you know, Jay-Z. And then, you know, he starts clienteling with Tupac and clienteling with Biggie and doing songs with Biggie and building a working, you know, camaraderie with
Rest in peace, Big L for real. What's up, King Payne?
AKA Diddy. And
why do you give him the honeycombs? Why do you give him honeycombs?
Because he smacked so sweet.
Y'all just heard Keith Murray say that nigga smacked so sweet, fucking Suge slapped a taste out of his mouth.
So yeah, then, you know, and then Reasonable Doubt was happening, and then Dame's in the picture, and Dame's building Rockefeller.
Dame was gonna sign Big L, not Jay-Z. Dame.
Nobody.
What don't y'all understand? Rockefeller was built by Dame and Dash.
At the time of
Nobody.
Sean Carter.
yes, to this day.
He was a partner. He was a talent.
How I feel about you. He's not at least an executive at Tidal.
At least.
Like I said, Biggie died, Tupac died, and then there was the fight between who was the top rapper now, Nas and Jay-Z, and then the next thing you know, Nas has a nervous breakdown and he's taken out of the game.
Cause somebody micked him.
It's all Jay-Z.
So Jay-Z. And he was working with R. Kelly, and they were making so many records.
Jaguar Wright's been in the game for years, working with major names like Jay-Z and The Roots. She even dropped her own album and wowed people with her powerful vocals. But things haven't always been smooth for her. This isn't the first time she's caused a stir. A few years ago, she called out other celebrities for shady behavior and exposed some industry secrets. Jaguar doesn't hold back. She's always been willing to speak her mind, even if it means burning bridges. So, when she comes forward with these wild accusations about bands, people are paying attention. Jaguar isn't just talking for attention, she has a history of telling it like it is, and often, what she says turns out to be true.
You know, they made all those records together, they both...
Back to the interview.
I want to ask you about Jay-Z because I always heard like you had some kind of C&D where you couldn't talk about Jay-Z, but...
I never signed no paperwork.
Okay, you never signed no paperwork.
I just didn't want to put my family's life on the line.
So you were worried about him coming to get you?
Yeah, like everybody else is.
Because I seen a lot of F Rock Nation on your page and stuff like that. So now you're more vocal. What was the turning point?
They went too far. Sean Combs and Sean Carter have been working together for the better part of 25 years to find a way to take over full control of the entertainment industry. They have been slumping and sidelining relevant hip-hop communities for decades so that they can have control. Now they done killed Jacqueline Avon, and they done picked up old Clarence Avon, and now they running around acting like they remind me of fucking Macaulay Culkin and fucking Home Alone. That's what these niggas is acting like out here. They rigging shit, doing all kinds of shit, happy that ain't nobody around to tell them what to do, and they just get to act a fool. Free Beyonce. She a prisoner.
Now you had said that you felt that Beyonce was a prisoner. Because I always heard their relationship was put together. Like it was a business. Or I did hear that.
Him and Matthew Knowles had a deal and then he screwed him.
I'm gonna make it easy. Sue me.
Yes.
I want to be sued. I want to be sued.
Jack, why do you want to be sued?
Because I want to have to go to court. Because if I go to court, I gotta swear on the Bible to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. And I believe in the God that they say that it's all about, so I'm not gonna lie. And then I get to say all of those things that I haven't said.
on court record in front of a judge, which could open up other investigations into other things, which is why y'all niggas want me killed. Sue me, please.
Wow.
Please sue me.
Jaguar Wright's been around long enough to know the ins and outs of the industry. She's had her share of encounters with the rich and famous, and when she opens up about what she's seen, people listen. Jaguar isn't to be taken lightly, her words carry weight. So if she's making bold claims about Beyoncé, we should definitely pay attention. One thing's for sure, Jaguar always backs up her stories with receipts and isn't afraid to name names.
I don't want to call Beyonce a bad person. I'm going to answer this. I don't want to call Beyonce a bad person. What I will say is that she is a victim turned victimizer. And that's very, very, very common in the music industry. Drummer. And the drummer was very specific in her case that she used witchcraft.
On since 2006, and it's just been getting worse and worse and worse. And for a very long time, I put this person on a pedestal. I love them. I send emails, publicly, happy birthday and all this stuff. And the entire time, this person was casting spells and manipulating me and controlling my job situations, my relationships, just all kinds of things. So
I think Beyonce is a lot like a lot of women in the business, which is why I be the first one to call a bitch. Cause I'm calling it as I see it. A bitch is a female dog. Have you ever seen two fight? They will go to the death, yo. And that's what they do with the women in the industry. They pit them against each other. They put them in a fight. And then they let those wear it out. And whoever, Jay-Z's been drugging her. Y'all heard Uncle Ron? That man wasn't lying. And where Uncle Ron is concerned, I haven't been completely honest. I've never met him. But I have been in his presence and he's been in mine. We never shook hands and spoke and had a conversation. I heard his voice, he didn't hear mine. See, I was somewhere I wasn't supposed to be. That Uncle Ron was supposed to be. Maybe I'll tell that story one day. But I ain't going into wit set.
Let's dive into what Jaguar Wright is actually saying about Beyoncé. She's claiming that Queen Bee got a bit too close with Jay-Z's Bodyguard. Can you believe it? The scandal, the betrayal, the audacity of it all.
Somebody should ask, what was the report? The arson report for her childhood home that burned up over the holidays.
Oh, wow.
Somebody should ask, why were they so interested in going back to visit? Maybe somebody should ask what was in those fucking walls.
Wow. So Beyonce is not innocent like she likes to play. She's not innocent.
Your daddy was a pimp, your mama was a hoe. You claim all royal ratchetness from Houston to New Orleans. Where was their innocence? Ever? Never fall for a big butt and a smile or wide hips.
Did she really give birth to Blue Ivy, or is that Solange?
I know. Everybody knows. And ain't nobody seen that surrogate since.
So who's Blue Ivy real mama?
Well, I believe it was all in vitro. It's Beyonce's egg.
Okay.
Y'all just remember back at that time, she had just started learning how to manage her weight. She was a solid 16 when she was at the end of Destiny's Child. The meal plan that she's on is only 1,200 calories a day still.
Damn.
And with all of that exercise that she does, that's why she's usually treated for exhaustion and dehydration 2 or 3 times a year. You got to ask yourself, what kind of fucking woman keeps an IV in her bedroom? Like, really? You need to put in an IV flush when you go to bed at night?
Damn.
Killing yourself. And your family is okay with you killing yourself. Just like Michael Jackson was killing himself.
So you telling me she's on drugs too?
Of course she is.
To perform 4 or 5 hours straight.
Y'all don't remember that time she fell down on stage and it looked like she broke her leg and the bitch popped up like the fucking reanimated man? I said, God damn it, they got that damn stepper chip in her.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Who the fuck know? He got the Neuralink and that ain't alleged. That's real.
Damn.
He got that God chip.
Some people might be quick to brush off Jaguar's claims as bitter gossip from someone trying to stay relevant, but let's not jump to conclusions just yet. We need to consider all sides before passing judgment. On one hand, Beyoncé and Jay-Z have always shown themselves as the ultimate power couple, sticking together through thick and thin. They've faced cheating rumors before and come out strong, so the idea of Beyoncé stepping out with an employee feels a little hard to believe.
These niggas is wild, yo. But the thing that's tripping me out is that everybody's missing the lineup. Like, people should be interviewing D. Haven right now and asking him to go through the DNA of the way Jay-Z lined him up. Sit down and talk with Dame Dash about the nature of his lineup. Sit down with R. Kelly and ask him about the nature of his fucking lineup. Sit down with somebody from Houston and ask them how the lineup happened with fucking Pimp C. Ask some goddamn questions.
So the sex tape with Pimp C and Beyonce was real.
Of course it was real. All her tapes is real.
How many tapes she got?
She gotta have at least 40 of them. They buy them out all the time. That's why everybody got to get the non-disclosure. The nigga don't ask.
My God.
That's how Jagged Edge made their money. As sure as shit wasn't off of music.
Oh my God.
When they ran that train on them. And they had it on tape.
They ran the train on Destiny's Child?
Yeah.
What?
That summer when they was all on tour together and then the tour instantly ended and they said it was because Destiny's Child was going out on the road with the Backstreet Boys and they tried to whitewash it all over, and Michael Wright did the big, I believe that's his name, Michael Wright, the manager for the Backstreets and the NSYNCs and the Britneys. Look at how their lives turned out. How lovely. Anyway, so they put that whole thing together and they tried to make it seem like they ended the nigga tour because of the white tour. But the truth is, they needed a good excuse to explain why, the nigga don't ask got signed, a couple million got passed around, tapes got bought. Yeah, that's why.
Damn.
Yeah. You ain't never noticed? Jagged Edge don't be in no rush to put out no music.
No, they don't.
And they can afford to do it all themselves. I guess they had a nice bankroll.
Now, some people were saying it was because of Matthew Knowles trying to fuck on them girls.
I mean, you liable to do anything. Drunk, high on crack, feeling yourself.
You did say he was a crackhead.
Number one, you heard with the girl, the thug pastor.
Yep.
She told you she snorted the powder with him. She told you she done that cocaine.
On the other hand, we can't ignore Jaguar's history of exposing truths that have turned out to be real. She's been in the industry long enough and has connections with the elite. So if anyone has insider knowledge, it's her. The big question now is, what proof does Jaguar have to back up these bold claims? She hasn't dropped any receipts or named names just yet, but knowing Jaguar, she wouldn't make such explosive accusations without some evidence up her sleeve.
Shout out to the thug pass to the Tia billionaire.
Do you think Jay-Z really fathered Kelly Rowland's first child?
With him, anything's possible. He collects women.
Wow.
He lays with men.
Jay-Z lays with men.
Of course he does. You know, I think the oddest thing in the world is looking at videotapes of him having sex with another man and watching him and knowing how so comfortable.
You know who else I was told, and she won't.
And like I'm not saying allegedly.
I understand.
I will not list the name of my source.
I don't list my source.
I have seen Sean Carter having sex with another man.
You saw
someone I know. Someone that's very close to me.
Well, I know someone that saw a tape of Kanye West fucking will.i.am.
You want to know what's sad? Someone said something about my brother Ricky Corrupt from Dog Pound. And that was the hardest conversation to have. Because I know what they do to these guys. They get them drunk, they keep them drunk. They get them high, they keep them high. They break the stats and circumstances. You give somebody enough of something. And see, they're there to videotape it all. Just like that guy caught Justin Bieber on his knees.
Literally.
That's how it works. And then they take that and they use it for ransom. It would explain his disdain if he had been drugged.
Wow.
A third of the men that I know that got victimized, they didn't even remember it happened. They saw the tape.
Yeah. I was also told about a situation where a guy woke up and he could not walk because his ass was just in pain.
You can't tell me that's not demon possession.
Yeah.
You can't tell me that. What would make you want to take something so beautiful and turn it into something so vile? Human connection, regardless of what your orientation, is a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
What kind of grown man justifies essaying a young man like Usher to the point where he has to be taken to the hospital?
The streets are watching closely, waiting to see how this all plays out. Will Jaguar provide the receipts and expose Bance's alleged infidelity? Or will this just turn into another back and forth with no real answers? One thing's for sure, this scandal has everyone talking. Bance's loyal fans are backing her up, while the critics are ready for her downfall. It's a full-on circus with Jaguar as the ringmaster. But let's not forget, there's more to this than just Bance. Jaguar also brought up Diddy, and you know that's a whole other can of worms. What secrets does she have about him? How does he fit into this web of drama?
What do I think about Renaissance? I'll tell you what I think about Renaissance, that bitch liar and a witch. She's a liar and a witch. She's sitting there conjuring spells, and all the world is sitting there congratulating her on grooming her daughter. That Blue Ivy child being groomed in front of the whole world and everybody happy about it. For what? And And for once, I must agree with Tasha K. That child, you know, she working hard. But she just ain't got it. She ain't got it. I done watched 50 damn different video clips of that little girl dancing, and she looks almost as robotic as her mother. Ain't no nothing there. But you know, the stable's getting empty. They gotta fill it up with new talent. Pay thousands of dollars to watch somebody's child get on stage and fail and applaud. Only thing that child is winning when it comes to talent is the Special Olympics. She get an E for effort from me, that's about it. She came right down the home. I gotta give her that. If you gonna spend thousands of dollars to come see a show, then nigga, let me see a show. She ain't even singing in the show. Like, stiff. Tasha was right. I was gonna mind my business. Well, number one, you know, that's what all Jay-Z and Beyonce father, I don't know. Because Jay-Z ain't that little girl daddy. Why don't y'all believe people when they tell you the truth? Uncle Rhonda told you that's Tata baby. That's Tata baby. All them babies Tata baby. Can't y'all just accept the truth?
You didn't think Jaguar Wright was leaving Diddy out of this, did you? She's got some hot tea on him too, and it's just as juicy as the band's drama. Jaguar and Diddy go way back, and she's got some surprising things to say about the bad boy boss. Rumor has it, Diddy hasn't always played by the rules in his business dealings. Jaguar isn't shy, so she's ready to spill the details, saying Diddy's been involved in shady situations, cutting corners, and burning bridges to get ahead. But here's the real bombshell. Jaguar hints that Diddy and Jay-Z are also tangled up in this mess together. If it's true, it could shake the whole industry. Imagine two of the biggest moguls in the game, possibly covering up dirt together. Diddy's no stranger to controversy, but if Jaguar's right, this could be the biggest scandal yet. The big question is, what exactly does Jaguar know about Diddy, and how does it all connect? Is he just a side player in this drama, or a key part of the story?
Why does it all come to a head now? Why now? Why?
Because he's the acceptable monster at this time. Like R. Kelly was the last time I sat on this couch.
So who's next?
Acceptable monster.
Y'all don't see the lineup?
Oh, yeah, no.
Yeah, we see the lineup. I'm just waiting to see who's next.
Jay-Z is setting Diddy up. Why is everyone having such a hard time? He ain't doing different. He lined up D. Haven, stole his life and identity. He lined up Big L, stole his life and identity. He lined up Dame Dash, stole his life, identity, and took his love. Lined up R. Kelly. He wants to be the one.
Yeah, shout out D. Haven. He actually hit us up, wanted to tell this story.
You need to talk to D. Haven.
Yeah, we need to talk to him.
I told you that last year when I put you on the phone with him.
You did.
I want you to think about this. Allegedly, Sean Carter is responsible for enacting Hype Williams to put Aaliyah on a faulty plane to move her out the way as punishment for rejecting him, and so he could level up Beyonce, who was struggling. Let's just say allegedly that happened. Now I want you to think about 106th and Park with Mary J. Blige. Free, who is a victim of Sean Carter.
Yeah.
Mary J. Blige, who is a victim of Sean Combs, are sitting there talking about the death of Aaliyah amongst each other. Think about that. You got a Diddy victim, you got a Jay-Z victim, and you got a superstar gone. They know what happened. And yet, they had to sit there and have that conversation like they didn't know who did it. of the power of that moment.
Think about Claudia Jordan right now. Claudia Jordan don't ever mention my mother name. She mentioned it yesterday. Talking about why people are afraid to come forward. You mean like you?